Everyone, it's Pup Twigs here, Orlando, and joining me as a guest on Unleashed is Pup Snowflake from Orlando as well.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
Glad you are here. So, question is, I want to find out about your pup name. What was the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, so there's a lot of reasons why people choose a pup name, either for memorable or because they think it's nice sounding. Me personally, I wanted a little bit of both. My name is from a childhood necklace that I earned, and it actually meant the power to persevere and the power to keep going. So in times like these, I think my name, you really want to look to the power to keep going. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, that's always good when it has a meaning like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I also thought it was cute.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me about the choice in your hood colors of blue and white.
Yeah, so a lot of people choose their colors either based on the hanky code or based on colors they like.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I wanted to choose my hood colors based on my personality and based on like giving off the vibes I want to give. So the vibes I want to give off is someone that you can look to, but also shows power, shows strength. And I actually got advice from over 30 plus puppies on my pup hood, one which was a professional fashion designer. So I chose my colors with the help of some individuals, but at the same time, I chose the final design because it gave that, hey, come talk to me, and also kind of shows like, I don't know, the leadership level. Yeah.
Awesome. I like that. Well, how long have you been in the pup community now?
Yeah, so I've been in the pup community for about 6 years now, and I've done a number of different things, and I'm sure we'll get into that later on. Yeah.
So in those years that you've been a pup, what have you found to be the easiest part about being in our community?
Yeah, so the easiest part about being in our community would have to be the community itself. No matter where you go or who you talk to, if there's a puppy around, they're always inviting, they're always nice, it's a really deep sense of community. Like, I'm not afraid to go to other bars or go to other clubs or wherever the puppies are meeting and be like, hey, I'm from Orlando, what's up? And it's a cool thing because people are automatically like, oh, you're a puppy, we're puppies. So I think the community is a really awesome part of the pup world and the easiest part for sure.
And I agree with you because it seems like it's just so welcoming. It was when I decided to get into it, and it's been awesome for me. So, well, on the flip side, what have you found to be the most difficult part of being in the community?
Yeah, so in terms of difficulty, I think that the very most important, or let's say the most difficult part of the pup community is showing up.
Okay.
So I get texts from people all the time being like, oh, I don't know if I should show up. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm nervous. Or I don't know about this. It's showing up that makes a difference because you can say that you're going to do all these things or go to do all these things, but you need to show up. You need to be here because if you want that sense of community, if you want that sense of belonging, showing up is what you need to do. So, but it's also the hardest part. It's scary. It's scary to go to a new area where you haven't met anybody and just show up. I'm sure my first pup event, I only knew one other person and we weren't really like, they were kind of doing their own thing. So it was really scary, but I kind of just jumped into it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, what advice would you give somebody that's just now on the outside looking in and thinking, I want to be a pup?
Yeah. So the advice I would correlates to the most difficult part, which is show up, be a part of the community. in whatever way that is comfortable to you,
Mm-hmm.
and then go from there. I really started my journey. I heavily started during the COVID years, and there was a group of puppies that connected online, and that's what we did. And we spent hours and hours of time. We would literally fall asleep on calls and be puppies. And I just be a part of something. Show up, whether that be for the online community or the in-person community, or whatever way that you seem to fits you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what inspired you years ago to embrace the puppy inside you?
Yeah. So definitely, I would say the community
Okay.
was the part one. So I wanted a sense of belonging. I wanted a sense of my people. And I felt like this is where my community was at. So I decided to go more into the puppy community, be a part of things, say hello to people. And that's when I first started my pup journey. Then, as time went on, as I decided that I wanted to be more of a 24/7 pup, life got really stressful, got really hard, and I decided that I really like myself as Snowflake. I really like being myself, and I see
Mm-hmm.
myself as Snowflake. I call myself Snowflake in my head. Like that's who I see myself as. And so to deal with the world, deal with all the stressors, deal with all the problems, I decided to go full 24/7 with it. I have a dog bed in the middle of our living room.
Sweet.
So if you don't get one, I highly recommend them. They're very soft.
Well, I added this question this year. I always like to know if money were no object for you, what is the top of your bucket list on places to travel?
Yeah, so that's a really good question, and I kind of want to cheat it a little bit because for me personally, it's not really so much about the place,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more about the people and who
Okay.
I'm with and where I'm going. And I found the past couple of years, I've really enjoyed fur cons, going to the different fur cons because of the panels, because of the people, the shenanigans, all the silly and fun stuff. And I'll just be running around the con floor doing silly things. Like I make balloon animals for people, just running
Oh
around the con
wow.
floor, and people are laughing, and it's a really good time. And just going from, if I could, I would love to go from con to con to con to con to con to con, just going around. There's a con in Australia, a con in
Oh yeah.
England. There's like so many different cool places. But it would be centered around the fur cons.
Okay.
So especially that because they're just so fun.
That's what makes you happy.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know we're both kind of part of the same community here in Orlando, but tell me a little bit about what you do in the community and with the pack, the Hound Pound.
Yeah. So for the Hound Pound, I serve a lot of different jobs, a lot of different responsibilities. But at the end of the day, I would say my job is to make people feel welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And I do this in two specific ways. The first way is I am the social media manager. So I put out flyers, I hype up our members by showing their stories, showing if they've done something cool. I try and advocate for other groups, and I just try to show us that we are a presence. I like to make recap videos of all our events because I super forget lots of things that happen. And puppies have come up to me. It's like, I really like that you make the recap videos. Sometimes the nights are so crazy that my brain was everywhere. So now I can see like, oh yeah, this was the thing that happened. So that's the first part. The second part is I am the event planner. So I kind of put together events this year, and this is the goal for this year. We want every event to be themed. Mm-hmm. To make it more of an engaging and thrilling event space. So we've done the Not So Newly Friend game, where people were comparing answers. This next upcoming event is Photo Bingo, where you got to take pictures of certain scenarios. And there's going to be a whole bunch of shenanigans coming up soon. But yeah, that's kind of my role, my job. My unofficial title, that I hope will be official title, is the show dog of the Hound Pound. It's unofficial, but maybe it'll be official.
Well, let's hope it makes it.
Yeah.
and I was there the night you played is it the Not So Friends?
Yeah, Not
game?
So Newly Friend game. Yeah,
that I watched y'all play that, and that looked like a lot of fun.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
So if others would like to reach out to you, how's the best way to get in touch with you?
Yeah, so the best way to get in touch with me, so I have a Telegram. My Telegram is pup_snowflake.
Okay.
I have an Instagram, which is pup_snowflake. And I have a Blue Sky. I don't know if off the top of my head. It's not really the best way to reach me, but I do have a Blue Sky. But Telegram and Instagram is probably the best way to go and reach me, if that's how we're going to go about it.
Awesome. Yeah. We can do that. So any last words before we get off of here?
Yeah, so I think my last words have got to be, so right now, well, first of all, before I go into my last words, the pup community for a lot of people is a place where we can escape, a place where we don't have to worry so much about the outside world and the problems and something like that. But we are a community, and we are strength, we are a force. And in my opinion, with that strength and with that force, we have a responsibility. And I think that responsibility is to support one another.
Agreed.
So I think that my last words have got to be, in times like these, the scariest, where it seems like the world's on fire and everything is crazy, the most important thing to do is look to your neighbor and link arms with them, because that's how we're going to get through this. That's how we're going to get through any problems, because I truly believe that if we are united, if we're together, if we are linking arms, like I said, I think we can overcome anything. So link arms with your partner and your neighbor, and just, we can get through this. So that's what I gotta say.
I agree totally. So here, we'll link arms.
Yes.
Here we go. We're ready to
All
go.
right, we got this. We got this.
So it was a pleasure having you on. I so enjoy getting to do the in-person ones.
Yeah.
And I know it won't be the last time we have some kind of a contact about something.
Yeah. There's always a sequel. Who knows?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So we'll see you soon.